Hi, everyone, and welcome back to What the Fun English, the place where we learn real English through curious stories and fun conversations.
I'm Jack,
And I'm Emma.
and this is What the Fun English.
Well, it's fantastic. We're looking at Coco Chanel's fashion revolution like 100 years ago and connecting it to, the strategies modern social media influencers use. It's all about style, really.
Yeah.
And how building a successful image, it seems timeless.
It really is a fascinating connection. I mean, most people probably think building a personal brand and getting that widespread influence. That's all new, right? Digital age.
Yeah, exactly.
But, as our sources show, the playbook, the rules for success, they were kind of written a long time ago by designers like Gabrielle Coco Chanel.
Okay, let's get into this then. To really get Chanel's genius, you first need to picture what fashion was like back then. Turn the 20th century. And when we say fashion, we mean the clothes and styles that are popular at a certain time. And back then, popular meant heavy, layers, corsets, just totally impractical for actually living.
Exactly. The main trend, the dominant look, basically trapped women in their clothes. Beautiful, maybe, in a way, but zero freedom. And then Chanel arrives, and she realizes, modernizing fashion isn't just about changing a hemline here or there. It's about changing the whole idea of style.
Okay, so we've got fashion, that's the outside thing, the trend of the moment, and then style. What's the big difference there that Chanel tapped into?
Well, style.
Yeah.
Style's personal. It's your way of dressing,
Yeah.
how you express your actual identity. Chanel didn't just ditch the old fashion. She created a whole new style. It's all about function, ease, a sort of stripped down luxury. Her big thing was designing clothes that let women move, breathe, and crucially, feel confident.
That focus on confidence, that feels like the real game changer, doesn't it? She wasn't just selling clothes, she was selling, the ability to be active in the world.
Precisely, yeah. She completely redefined elegance. It wasn't about loads of decoration and showing off wealth anymore.
Yeah.
For her, elegance came from smart simplicity. You hear it in her famous saying, simplicity is the keynote of true elegance. She basically showed that less fabric, less fuss, could actually mean more power.
And she gave us things like the little black dress and Chanel No. 5 perfume. So simple, but they're still, huge symbols of sophistication even now. That's the power of her style, I guess.
And that takes us right to the core of this deep dive.
Yeah.
How she built her brand. Now, a brand, that's how a company or like a person shows their image, the image they want the world to see.
Right.
And for Chanel, the brand wasn't just the stuff in her shop. The brand was Coco Chanel herself.
Okay, this is where it gets really juicy, right? Because that sounds exactly like the playbook for every influencer today. Chanel knew her own life, how she looked. That was the best marketing.
Oh, absolutely. She was so careful about controlling her image. Our sources really point this out. She deliberately chose specific things, the short hair, using simple jersey fabrics, that famous black, white, and beige color scheme.
Black and white. Wasn't that like for servants or funerals back then?
It was, but she flipped it, made it the absolute peak of elegance,
Nice.
total redefinition.
Wow. So she didn't just wear her own stuff, she lived the brand she was selling. And she hung out with famous artists and thinkers like Jean Cocteau, Stravinsky. That sounds like today's collabs and networking. She was basically showing off a whole intellectual lifestyle.
Totally. The Chanel brand just became this massive symbol of independence, of ambition, of timeless style. So when women bought her clothes or her perfume, they weren't just buying a thing, they were buying into that story, the Coco Chanel story.
Yeah, it's influence.
That mastery of presenting herself. That's why she really was the first pioneer of personal influence.
It's actually kind of wild to think that the methods used to sell fancy fashion 100 years ago are pretty much the same methods used to sell a lifestyle on Instagram now.
The technology is totally different, obviously, but the psychology behind it seems like it hasn't changed much at all. A newspaper photo in 1925, an Instagram reel in 2025. The aim is the same. Present this curated, consistent image people aspire to.
Quick reminder, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to What the Fun English and share it with your friends.
So yeah, we can draw that straight line to social media strategy today.
Yeah.
The biggest influencers. Their whole business is built around their personal brand, their carefully managed image.
Right. So if Chanel sold the idea of the modern free woman with her simple suits, today's influencers might sell, I don't know, authenticity or minimalism.
Exactly.
Through these perfect pictures of their apartments or their, green smoothies.
You nailed the key thing there.
Yeah.
Consistency. Chanel's power was that she never really broke character. She always stood for that clean, strong simplicity. And modern influencers, if they want to keep their influence, that power to shape what people think or do, they have to stay consistent too. Keep hammering that same theme.
But wait a sec. Isn't it way easier for today's influencers to control their image? Chanel had to actually, be out in the real world. The internet lets you polish everything, right? You just show the highlight reel.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Chanel definitely had to physically be the image in public. Higher stakes, maybe.
Yeah.
But the digital world has its own trap. Our sources talk about this idea of authenticity theater.
Authenticity theater?
Yeah. Followers now demand that the image feels real,
Yeah.
relatable, even if it's totally staged and perfect behind the scenes.
Okay, so the trend may be shifted from selling this untouchable elegance like Chanel did to selling an identity you feel you could almost achieve.
Sort of, yeah.
But the basic trick is the same. People aren't really buying the thing, the product, they're buying the story that comes with it. So if you buy a simple top from some influencer's collection, you're actually buying into their story of effortless style or the confidence they seem to have.
Precisely. Chanel sold the story of modern female independence, and the uniform was simplicity. Today's influencers might sell personal wellness or financial freedom, and the uniform is, perfectly filtered photos. But in both cases, the style is talking. It's a language.
And that's really the big takeaway for you listening. Your style, whether it's your actual clothes or what you post online, it's telling a story about your identity. It's your brand, even if you don't think about it that way.
We've definitely covered some ground today, looking at how fashion fades but real style lasts, and how that style builds a huge brand if you manage your image carefully. We've talked simplicity, elegance, influence, and confidence, words that honestly apply just as much to a 1920s designer as they do to a content creator right now.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? About what we want, that feeling of confidence, telling a good story about ourselves. So, we want to leave you with a final question to chew on. Do you think today's influencers selling these aspirational lives online, are they the new Coco Chanels?
Thanks for listening to What the Fun English. Stay curious, stay stylish, and keep learning English.